Hello, and thank you for joining me. In this video, we're going to talk about the Santa Barbara real estate market, what we're seeing in market trends, potential shift symptoms that are going on right now. We're also going to talk about the interest rate change. We're seeing hikes happen, and also we are now in summer. So that means that we are seeing more homes coming on the market and more buyers coming in the market as well. So we're going to talk about sales activity. But before we do, my name is Alexander Stoeber. I am a realtor partner with Zia Group here in Santa Barbara. We are a real estate team, one of the top real estate teams in the area. We help the most buyers and sellers out of any other team, and we do give 25% of all of our profit to charity. We specialize in data analysis, and that is what you're going to get today. I want to give you the facts to make decisions for your future, whether it's buying, selling, or building wealth through real estate. So before we do, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and let's jump into it. Something that I'd love to talk to you about right off the bat is we just saw 0.75% increase in the overall interest rates in the United States. So that means that we're going to see higher mortgage loan payments. So we're going to see lower affordability. For every 1% we go up in mortgage rates, we go down 10% in buying power for buyers. This would mean that a certain buyer that may have had $1 million ability to buy a home in Santa Barbara that's well below the median, and yet if they could buy $1 million home, potentially after this rate hike, they're only going to be able to buy a $900,000 home, and that means that more buyers will go out of the market for certain homes, and that could potentially result in more price reductions for different homes in the area. So that is something that we are going to be talking about here, and something that we're also working with right now is that typically in summer we see this curve, right? So in the winter, in the beginning of the year, we see lower inventory, lower buyers, and then a lower amount of buyers. And then in the summer, we see the peak of overall sales activity and inventory. And then we finish out the year back down. This year is no different. We are expecting to see the same thing. More inventory going up and more buyers coming in the market as school is out and people are doing graduations and moving around, deciding where they want to be for the next winter to hibernate together. Not in Santa Barbara though, because we don't hibernate. It's pretty much sunny year round, and that is one of the beauties of living on the central coast of California. So in this video, let's talk a little bit about the data, what we're seeing in data overall. So typically what we look at here in the market in order to predict the lagging indicators is looking at the leading indicators. So what we are seeing is that we have new listings that are spiking here as we're going into the summer months, spiking, right? It's not a super rapid change. We are seeing that the overall new listings year over year, we're seeing about less than 10% or 10% less new listings coming on the market versus this time last year in May. And we're seeing price changes actually increase, and they are 16% higher this year than they were last year. So we are seeing increased price changes. Here you can see that we're comparing 2022 to 2021, 2020, and 2019. So you do get post-pandemic, we see during the pandemic, and then we see before in 2019. So we get some real numbers beforehand. We saw this huge spike in price changes in June and July of 2019, and then they came back down, and then we've seen pretty low price changes overall in Santa Barbara, and yet looks like sellers aren't getting the astronomical prices. It's been a phenomenal market for sellers overall, and we've seen huge price appreciation in this market. What we're seeing now is that we're seeing increased price changes. So 10% or 16% more price changes year over year, and we did see 50% increase month over month in overall price changes from April to May. And then pending homes are actually down 20%. So about 21% less homes under contract when comparing to 2021. And we are seeing an increase there. So month over month, we're seeing about a 17% increase in overall pended listings. So sales activity is picking up. up. That could mean we have more buyer demand month over month. And we're also seeing that back on markets have come down. So back on market homes are down 37% year over year when comparing 2022 to 2021. That means that homes are staying under contract far more efficiently, I suppose you could say, or homes are actually getting more backup offers right now as we go into summer and more people are looking for homes. And yet we are seeing less coming soon listings. So back on markets, we're down 23% month over month. And then whenever you look at coming soon listings, we are up 18% month over month, which just means that people are selling their homes as fast as possible by putting them in like an off market but available status on the MLS. That allows agents to be able to see those homes before they actually become available to the big platforms like Zillow, Trulia, etc. And yet we are down 43% year over year when it comes to coming soon listings. So that overall, I'm not seeing that we're having huge shifts in inventory. We're down 10% year over year when it comes to new listings coming on the market. And yet this is something that we want to watch as we move forward. Right? So these overall statistics are very helpful in showing where we could be going. New listings continue to rise and we see them go from negative 10% year over year. And we actually push through to maybe like 300 listings coming on in 1 month. Then we would be really pushing out 2020 for the highest amount of new inventory that's come on the market in the last 3 years. And that's just something we want to watch. We want to see, is the supply going to rise faster than the buyer demand? Are pending homes going down while new listings are going up? Are closed homes going down while new listings are going up? That would be what we would need to see in order to see the absorption rate or the amount of inventory on the market to satiate the overall buyer demand and the buyers in the market. That's what we would want to watch in order to track that. So just in summary, if we see closed homes go down and pending homes go down while new listings are going up, then we get a higher absorption rate for the market. Right now we're at about a month. And in the last 6 years or the last 6 recessions, we've actually only seen prices go down in the real estate market in 4 out of those 6 recessions. So we currently did see, bear market territory in the stock market. We have interest rates going up, and yet we're still seeing that the absorption rate is quite low. It's the lowest it's really ever been, historic lows in absorption rate in the Santa Barbara real estate market at just 1 month. The last time we saw a price reduction and a decrease in median home values was in 2008, and that was about 10 months of inventory that we had on the market. A balanced market would be like 6 or 7 months of inventory and the absorption rate. So overall, what you should get from this video is that I wouldn't see any cause for concern in overall pricing. I would predict if we were looking back at the end of 2023, we were looking back at 2022 in 2022 would probably be high single digits, if not low double-digit appreciation for this year. I'm not seeing any crashing happening. We need a lot of inventory and way fewer buyers in the market in order to see that happen. If you have any questions about that, you wanted clarity, or you wanted to talk a little bit more about these off-market listings that we're seeing here on the market that are selling off market, or you want to talk about what this could potentially mean for your home and the value of your home, then please reach out. Once again, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for future videos. I'll talk to you soon.